Okay, good morning. So what we're going to do today is a little bit different. It's more like I'm going to teach you how to do something that you can share with younger siblings or family members, or just maybe you enjoy it too. So first thing we're going to do is take a sheet of paper. This is a normal 8.5 by 11. If you have something larger, that might work a little bit better. Longer pieces, you can change the size to fit your design. The first thing we're going to do is fold the piece of paper in half. Okay, give it a nice firm crease, right, so it doesn't buckle up on you. And you're going to take that top flap and fold it back to meet that crease that you just established for the halfway point. So then it's going to open kind of like this, right? So it's in half again, and then in half. Okay. All right, so this can be totally customized. I'm going to draw a bear, but you can make this into any animal once you understand the steps, or people, or pretty much anything. It's very open for your imagination. So first thing we're going to do is draw the head shape. So whatever your head shape is going to be, in this case I'm going to use a circle. All right, so I've got my head shape sketched out. And then I'm going to move on to adding in the features using shapes like I often do. I'm going to focus on keeping the features in the top half here, above the fold. So I'm going to put my nose right above the fold, so it just comes down right to it, but that'll work. Right? I'll get my eyes, maybe I'll add some pupils, some eyebrows, and gotta give them some big ears, get some shapes in there. And once I've got my basic stuff in place, now I can focus on the mouth, and that's where you need to pay some attention. Because a bear has a bit of a muzzle, it's going to have that split mouth. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of the mouth above the fold. Just a little mark there. And then I'll draw the rest in the mouth, right? So little mark, kind of got like a little berry smile. I'm not going to draw an open mouth here. I'm going to leave it closed. Okay, so that's by design. So leave it closed on purpose. One thing I'm going to do is take my pencil and drag it along the fold on the underside, just to leave a really soft mark on the paper below. And that's a clue for me to use for the next step. Okay. So once I've got all the main things in place, then I'm ready to open it up and complete the drawing. Let's see if we can get this camera tall enough. All right. So it's a little tricky to see everything, but there's all the pieces. I've got the bottom of the mouth and the top of the head. And first thing I'm going to do is come up and establish the top of the mouth. So I've got that little clue I left before by drawing on top of the fold. I'm going to finish and connect that. I want to keep these drawings below the fold. Everything that's in here should be below this fold and above that line I established at the bottom. And then I can connect the bottom lips to the top of the mouth. Connect the sides of the head back together. And then this little line here, if I want to add a bottom lip, I can draw it above that line. I don't need that anymore, so I can remove that. That's just a clue. And then I'm ready to add in some teeth. And I'm going to give my guy some big, gnarly, sharp teeth. All right? Real nasty looking stuff. You want to make sure that the teeth are inside that space. Everything is inside between the fold and the mark at the bottom. So that way when everything gets closed, it gets concealed and hidden. Right? And then anything you want to draw in here, like the bear's eating, a slice of pizza, an old boot, maybe like I don't know, anything, an old tire. Right, you got a tire for the bear to eat. Weird stuff. Add color, and so now I've got everything kind of placed out. What I would normally do is take, if you have a permanent marker, or just a pen would work as well. Something to kind of outline. So then I'll usually trace and then erase my drawing, and then add color or shading or anything to kind of just make it look more finished. Right. So this is just the initial drawing stage, but then I would take it through and add color. Again, you can do this with anything. I've done this with bunnies, cats, snowmen. If you want to do with just a normal smile, you would just draw a big smile underneath, skipping this split smile, just make sure that you put a mark on either side so that you know where to connect it when you open it up. Okay. And one other way to do this is if I want to do a fish or something else that might be sideways, I'd follow the same procedure, right? So I'm folding it in half, and then bring that fold back up again to the halfway mark. So I've got a thin envelope looking piece of paper. And then, I can draw my fish. Right. Give him fish head. The eye, of course, is going to go above the fold with a smile starting below and just a little bit going across that fold, right? So there's just a piece of the mouth on the top of the fold, so I know where to connect it to. Right, so I've got just adding these things in quickly. You guys should take a little bit more time. So once I've got the basic stuff in place, I can open my fish up, and I've got that mark in the end of the mouth, so I can complete the mouth there. Right? Oh, almost forgot. I'm going to put a little bit of an edge just along there so I know where the mouth stops, and that gives me a space to draw my bottom lip, where I can then fit in everything in between so it gets concealed. Right? Complete my fin. Just make sure that anything that you've drawn, you continue to bridge that gap. Right, little threes is, and then anything, this guy's eating. What you got? Oh no, I'm gonna get eaten. Add color, detail, go from there. So that is your draw along for today. Good luck. Look forward to seeing your results.